We are now in session. Good evening, folks. We have a special treat for you guys, Toby and I and Charles. We had to do this podcast today because there were so many trending topics. But before we begin, we love to give a shout out to Loud American Sports, our brother and partner. And as far as podcasts, we support them. Please go out and support them as well. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. And now in session in all platforms, IG, Facebook, and Instagram, okay? Oh, and TikTok too. So we're developing our TikTok as well. So we appreciate you guys' support. But yeah, man, dude, I saw this video. Let me actually bring it up, and I really wanted to get our take on it because let's go back to that. Let's go back to that real quick, guys, because this was a topic.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that need them, women that.
Well, that could be true, and the truth,
man,
that's in it.
I don't know if our viewers caught that, but they talk about how degrading these foreigners are, especially women in the East, and that it went viral. People are talking about it. Celebrities are even talking about it. They're chiming in. We have Filipino women that are mad. They have Thai women that are mad. And I think this is the topic that I definitely wanted to share and get your view on it. But man, Charles, what did you think when you first heard this video or saw this video?
Bro, I just heard that shit right now. So the thing is,
Me too.
Well, I like to form an opinion. They sound salty as hell about guys going overseas.
Yeah.
So I think that's what the video is about.
Yeah.
So what was going on? Explain to me what the heck is going on first.
Why are they salty that the guys are going overseas?
Let's listen to it one more time.
Like they're getting women from the DR, Colombia, the Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that need them, women that.
Well, that could be true.
There you go.
Okay, so they're offended that the guys are going overseas to find their wives instead of staying here and looking for women here.
They feel that they're not appreciated, their value. And when I saw this, I thought about someone who's being very salty, ignorant, narrow-minded, and probably never traveled in their life to stereotype and label these women as uneducated. Don't speak no English. I never thought that you didn't know English, you were dumb. You know what I mean? Like, how does that make even sense? And my first instinct was Filipino women and Thai women, their second language are English. They learn English in their country and they learn their native language. You could talk about Americans here. I'm not defending them, but I think her comment and the way she said it was definitely out of place, and there was no context to it. No evidence to it.
You gotta look at it this way because when these women are talking about the other women from overseas, they're feeling like they're being rejected.
Yeah.
So when people get rejected, they start to blame it on the other person that rejected them. Like, hey, you're dumb for making this decision, or I didn't want you anyways, and you're an idiot for doing this. And those girls are, idiots too.
Right.
So I think it's just more of I wouldn't call it victim blaming. What would you call it? Blaming
the women?
Yeah,
the women?
You know how they blame the other person to
I don't
make
know.
themselves feel better.
I think the women are just being women.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean,
hate on each other.
Yeah, it's just like, you're taking our men now, you're taking our resources now, and they're getting mad at the other women for that, you know, and the men here, they're not finding the women that the qualities that they're looking for, right? The modern woman, we had this session before. They're not finding that here, so they're going over there, But little do they know, they're gonna get the same shit.
Yep.
And
the crazy part is if you that salty, why don't you go overseas and do the same thing?
Yeah.
Why?
An eye for an eye.
Not for an eye. But
so let me ask this first.
Yeah.
Why do you think these guys are going overseas?
Oh, that's very. To tell you the truth, I have some friends, prior military, right? They're good looking guys, but I think there's a different statue of women, and I mean, as far as values, morals, the women in America maybe not fit their persona that they want, and overseas there's a loyalty, there's a cultural component to it, and some of these American guys, white, black, Hispanic, they're like, I love this crap, dude. Lucky, why don't you come with me, right? And I'm like, hey, I'm good here, right? But to them, I think they feel loved in a way that these women are very, I shouldn't say submissive, but they listen to their husband too, saying like, they cook, they clean, they do it. But also the men also listen to them because they feel loved, and they get cheated on here in America. It's okay for the women over here to cheat in America. I've seen it happen, right? I'm not trying to generalize all women or all men that way, but I think this comment that she put down is very generalizing of the whole women race in East Asia. But that's one of the reasons why I feel that these men go, and they can do whatever they want in that country too.
So for me, like, I think they're looking at the women's that are marrying these older men's that go over there, because I know there's a lot of older men's from here that goes back to Laos, Thai, Cambodia, Vietnam to get married because they can't find somebody to marry them here. So I think they're talking about those women's. But then at the same time, they're generalizing all of the other women's that's there that aren't looking for an old man to come pick him up to be American citizen. Because there's women that's there that's educated and, they have values of their own to offer.
I think what this person was generalized was a younger population, though.
Yeah.
When she met, because why would she care about an old person?
Yeah.
She's salty because ain't nobody show her love. Ain't nobody want to give her that. And, I always hear this all the time, man. I love my black community because I always respected them. I have black in my family, too. But come on, we talk about uplifting our people, right? Uplifting other cultures. I didn't see that in that video. There was not one bit saying, hey, let me reword this a little bit. Nah, it was controversial. It went viral. And I think a lot of men who had Thai Filipino wives, they chimed in on that. And they're very harsh on her, too. So what do you think, Toby? Why you think... I don't even know that... This was my first time hearing passport bros. When you heard about that, what comes to your mind? When you heard passport bros, what the hell does that mean?
I don't know. Yeah. Honestly, I'm like, passport bro, what the hell? Yeah. Like, all this stuff is nothing new to me. Yeah. Because, like, dude, we have people in our culture that goes back for ages.
Yeah.
Years after years, they go back to try, find wives and stuff over there, and it's normal to us in our culture, And then for the American culture, to bring this up now is like, man, it's been going on for a while. Yeah. Why are you bringing it up now? It's there's no rhyme or reason, and men are going to do what they got to do, you know. And I see it as, the bigger thing is that the men are looking for traditional wives, and those girls over there do have those qualities,
right.
But like I said, they're going to be in for a surprise because women from continent to continent, their attitude don't change,
Right.
They're strong, so.
Yeah, it makes me think too, man. Like you mentioned, us, like our parents' generation, they go Laos all the time to find me annoying, right?
If I'm 65, I'm gonna go there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say right now, like, would you, if you're older and you're no longer with your wife or you're single again, like, would you go overseas?
Of course. Why not? I'm not. If I got divorced today, I'm gone. I ain't gonna lie about that. I'll say it. Shoot, if I got divorced today, I'll be in another country right now. Not saying that, no disrespect to the women in America, but man, there's other things that men want to do. They want to seek outside love, and there's nothing wrong with that. We live in a culture where there's freaking hundreds and hundreds of different countries in this world. Why not explore that? Why not taste the rainbow like everybody said? Why everybody got to hate on a brother for going overseas? Now I'm labeled as a passport bro? Come on, man.
Man, what about you, Toby? Will you go out overseas?
It doesn't matter where I go, honestly. If I want to, I will, But here, I think...
I'll make sure Mary don't see that.
The bigger picture here is that the men in this country forgot how to lead their household. The men in this country forgets that, the women will follow you if you do what you're supposed to do. If you can't go out, if you're lazy and you don't get out there and try to make a better life for you and your family, try to get more, and you come home and you're working. And granted, I understand, right? If it's in poverty, you're working 2-3 jobs, it's hard.
Right.
But that girl, that wife, that, you know, the one that you're with, she's depending on you to lead, you know. And I think that the men here need to be stronger, because the women, they're strong, you know. I mean, honestly, they're really strong. They're really tough, and that's in their nature.
Yeah. Well, I think even in this video, she generalized it. I was thinking she's thinking more of single people, single young men.
Yeah.
Why are they going to Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Philippines to find love when there's tons of single American women here? And I think I you know, I can't speak for those men, but when the videos that I saw of them reacting it, they shared like, you know, like women have a different standard for men today.
What do you mean by different standards?
They want to be pampered. They want the Gucci and Bucci sometime and the Louis. They want all that. And then we talk about language of love. They want the gifts more than the freaking
what
quality
woman doesn't
time.
want it, though? I'm going to defend the women on these, because what woman doesn't want it? What woman doesn't want better?
Some women don't want it.
Nah,
Some women don't want that.
Lying. She's straight up
Hey,
lying, man.
Lupe don't want none of that stuff.
That she's telling you right now.
No, she don't want it. She don't want none of that stuff.
Hey, it's
She
the
don't
first
know.
time that Lucky and Toby's arguing, not me and Toby arguing.
I like this. I like it. Let's get it going, man.
I'm gonna sit here on the sideline.
always
I'm gonna
that.
sit here
See
on
it.
the sideline.
So you're telling me,
Go for
you
it.
are telling me that these women out here that, let's say, you know, let's say you're with your girl, right? And you're not evolving, you're not changing, and you're like, you know, babe, I want to be better. I want to go out there and get a bigger house. I want to get out there and get a nicer car. I want our son or our daughter to have a better education. What's wrong with living here?
Well,
And
there's
you
not-
hear a lot of men do that.
no, there's nothing wrong with that.
I know, that's what I'm, but the thing is it's the women want more.
And
But
that's-
these women that are saying, I want Gucci, I want this and that, I understand, right? Like, okay, now your expectation is much higher than where your men could achieve. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I get that to a point. But to say that I'm in a relationship and I want the Gucci and whatnot, of course you want to do things for that wife. I think this video is not pertaining to that. I think this pertains to more of the single people. Why are single people leaving?
But it doesn't matter, because the woman will always more. If you are dating a girl, right? That's just like what these guys are doing. They're going overseas. Those women over there are gonna want, hey, I want a house, I want a car. They're gonna want the same thing. They want more than where they are at.
I totally get it. But if I'm a guy and I don't like those things, why would I buy it for
Then
the
why
girl?
would you stay with her?
That's why I'm not staying with her.
know what I mean?
But I still got. That's why I'm not staying with her. But I still got the stuff. I still got
understand.
money.
I
But
understand.
I ain't
But
gonna
what
buy
I'm
you
saying-
Gucci Gucci just to make you happy.
I understand.
But what are you putting out? What is the girl putting out?
But you just said she's carrying, she's doing her duty as a traditional wife, keeping your house clean. She's coming home taking care of you. Why wouldn't you get those stuff for her?
Well, yeah, you would get it, but she may not want that too, though.
That's what I'm saying is women will want more.
Not all women.
Okay.
Not all women.
Yes. We gotta
You
agree
gotta
to
generalize it.
disagree.
No, you can't generalize all women want that. I'll give you,
You know,
perfect example.
we're gonna go.
I'll give you a perfect example. Lupe don't want all that, but I still have all the stuff that I could buy for her today. She still don't want it. Not saying that she all want it, but I never once tried to step out or not want to compete for a higher job or buy a bigger house. I still want all that, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna leave that relationship just because she doesn't want that or she does want that. Right, so I'm
We're
still
not arguing about that. We're arguing at the fact that women want more.
not all women. I don't agree with that at all.
You don't agree with that?
I don't agree with that at all.
So you think that women are not resource gathering?
They
In their
are resource
biological
gathering,
need.
but it depends on material things. What material things do they want? So there's a woman that I seen dating a guy. They drive a regular car for 20 years. She's fine with that. She's saving other things for maybe a bigger house, right? But that's what I'm saying. But it's not within that.
But
how
she's
you
still
explain-
saving for something more,
Yeah.
right?
Man, Charles, tune into that. You know.
Hey,
you're-
I'm just sitting here enjoying what's going
no,
on
that's
right now.
fine. That's
Right?
fine. But
What do you think, Charles?
I think totally generalizing it too much.
So,
every
okay.
woman is different. Not
Let's-
every
let's
woman
roll
will
it.
agree
It
with
is
that.
true. It is true.
Okay,
Every
go ahead.
woman is different.
Different.
I agree with that.
Right.
But women would want more resources, right? That's in their biological nature, is to gather resources. For us, we are conquerors. No matter
So
what
what if the
you
guy
look
didn't have
at.
resources? She'll cheat. She'll cheat.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it. She's looking. I guarantee it. If she's giving you a chance, we talked
There's a
about
few.
this.
There's a few. There's a few that'll part step out.
And
There's a few.
There's a few that will stay in hopes that that man or that person is going to change.
There's a percentage. Not all of them would do that.
I feel like we need to go find these percentage.
Yeah. Because I don't see that. I see that in a sense, but
Let us know whose side you're on. Because I'm just sitting here watching them.
Okay, let's ask Charles this then. What do you think, Charles?
So my thing is, first, the women these days, the younger women's, they want or expect the guy to be, over 6 feet, makes over six figure.
their standard, right?
Yes,
they have their standard.
Their standard has went to delusional, where what they're offering is not
Realistic.
realistic. So it's like me going into Porsche and I only got enough money
That's
for a
not the
Ford.
question. The question is, will women always want more?
Yes, of course. Everybody wants more. It's in human nature to want more.
Right.
So-
right. But he's saying
See-
that not women would not want more when they're when you're
They're
content.
content.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course you're not gonna want more, right? But in some way, shape, or form, like you were saying,
Yeah.
they're gonna want more. And they're gonna expect you as the man to lead them to get that.
No. I could totally see that. But what I'm saying is, not all women, like you generalize, would not feel that way if they love their husband. I see garbage can guys or construction guys. They work really hard for their money, and then women are still with them for 20 years. Right. And they're developing their love, because I'm looking at it not from a material standpoint. I'm looking more as a love standpoint. So, of course, they're going to want more together as a family.
So,
But that's what I'm saying. If they don't get it,
So
would
now
they leave?
that's different because you've built the foundation together.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, once you have that foundation, like if you guys came from the gutter together and still kind of there, and another thing is, both husband and wife, they don't really have that much other options to go to. Now, if they were presented with an option, say like I, work at McDonald's and my wife is a stay-at-home mom and she never had the opportunity. And then out of nowhere, this guy comes in a BMW.
Yeah.
Is
Swoop
an
her up.
attorney. Yeah, and
Scoops her up.
came and just started talking to her. As faithful as she is, I don't know if she will be like not waver. You know what I'm talking about? So maybe they just never had the opportunity to look and look for
that
things.
even goes back to like Toby's scenario. Like this guy working really hard, he earned money, right? And he's developing himself. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I'll pick a perfect example for myself, man. I didn't have a lot. I was working my way up.
Yeah.
My wife could have left me a long time ago for a really handsome guy. I ain't the prettiest guy. I'm one of the ugliest guys.
Well, finally the truth
But
came
right,
out.
finally the truth came out.
He finally admits it.
But guess what though, right? As I'm working, developing, right? These are things that we share together. That hey, it's gonna be a lot better later on. She's never stepped out. There's tons of guys that hit on her that had money,
So
that drive
then let's
Lambo.
flip it then, right?
Yeah,
Why don't guys, like with the passport bros, why don't guys give these women chances?
they probably did.
You know what I mean?
They probably did. But the standard for those girls,
But
they weren't that standard for
why
them.
don't they give them chances to be able to change themselves, right? To teach them to say, hey, this is what I need. This is what, it's going to work. Why don't they work together instead of going over there and say, you know what, this is the quality already? Because if the women over here, if they're saying, hey, I'm going to be content with you doing what you're doing, then why can't the guys over here on the flip side be content with what the woman has to offer?
Well, I mean, I can't speak for those guys.
I understand, but I'm
but
just
if you're gonna
trying
generalize
to defend,
it, I'm just
defend
thinking.
that side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but maybe they're just lazy. They don't want to work. Or their standard for those girls is just a little bit different. Like, I want $1 million. You ain't going to get $1 million from me. But I got 50 grand a year. You'll take that 50 grand a year. We'll work through it. Standards are different.
Yeah, I guess.
They're lazy too. I don't want to press this freaking girl.
I was raised different, man. I was raised to take care of my woman, whoever that is.
Right.
I was raised to lead. I was raised to work together, and to see each other grow spiritually. Right. Like to grow, to evolve, and be a better version of you. That's how I was raised. So it's different with the material. If you want the material thing, if I can't get it, if she say, you know what, you can't give me, the thing that I need right now. All right, cool. It's time for you to go then. I can't do that. And if that's what you're looking for, then
Well, I think that was the whole purpose of this video, right? These girls are saying, how come these single guys, and they're salty about it, they generalize it. Why are these guys, you hear it more often, my friend, my cousin, whoever, they go overseas and find these girls. Again, it goes back to it just goes back to their standard, what they want in life, what they find love in. You know what I mean?
So how many young guys are actually going overseas? Like, that's what I want to know.
We don't know that number.
Because I hear a lot of older folks that
I'm going to
goes over
say
there.
this, man, because even in our culture alone,
Yes.
there are guys over here that sends money back to the girls in Laos.
Of course. Of course. All the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
All
like,
the time.
dude,
Wait, young
you
guys or older
barely-
guys?
Young, old, middle, fat, skinny, doesn't matter,
Wow.
right? They still send money over to these girls over there, and it's the game. They're playing a game, and these guys are these passport bros or whatever you guys are calling them is going there and marrying them, right? But I mean, it's still a game too, right? Those girls know what they're doing.
Yeah, and I think it's vice versa too. There's, this is just more a video that was shown. I mean, there's so many different layers to that.
Yeah,
I probably don't
exactly.
know, right? But if I was to share, when I heard that, I thought about young people. I thought they meant young people are going overseas to find these hot girls that are out playing these girls. That's how I saw the video. And I don't blame them. Everybody has a choice for love. Everybody has a choice to go look for these different women. And if that's what they
It's all
want to do,
relative, yeah.
then go for it. You know what I mean?
To me, when I heard about it, when you told me about it, I was thinking about older folks. Like, they get divorced, the wife passed away or whatever reason that they're single again. And they're like, you know what? Instead of looking for somebody that's 70 years old like me, I could go to Laos or Thailand and find somebody in 30s or 40s.
Well, why can't they get a young girl here?
Because young girls here are not going to look to them as somebody that they would want, because unless you have money,
Resource.
well, you're acting like I was arguing with you.
Yeah, I know.
But look,
I wasn't arguing with you. I was on the same page.
guys.
Resource.
Look, this video is bros. It's bros. They're young.
Bros, old men are bros.
No, but
Yeah.
these are not old girls talking about this. These are young girls talking about this. Passport, bro. Just it's
So
young.
specifically, we're talking about young guys.
people. Yes,
Okay,
that's why it's
so-
called passport bros. And it's only
So
young
how do
girls.
how do you call the old guy that has the passport? What do you
Then
call
whatever
them?
they call them.
Passport grandpa.
Yeah, grandpa, whatever it is.
Passport pops.
But we don't see.
Passport sugar daddy.
We don't see old women talking about this though, right? Old women are not talking about it. These are young girls talking about it because they see it or hear it more.
I don't know.
often
Those
in-
girls look like,
Yeah, they look young.
I don't know, they look
look
young
like-
to me.
yeah,
They look
they-
like they're middle age. Whatever you guys think middle age is, that's what it is.
20 into the 30s. That's what they look like. 20 into
All
the
right.
30s. But they're not definitely not 50, 60.
Okay, so
But
for
that's
me,
why that's the definition of passport bros, because they're saying, how come these bros, young people, are going to these places to find girls? Why can't they find it here?
So personally, if I was a young guy that, say, I've just been on grind since I was in my late teens, my early 20s, and then like say 27 years old, I finally got everything I want, and I come and I see all these girls having like such crazy high standard for no reason.
Right.
They're not offering anything, and they just have crazy high standard. And then I look over there overseas and see somebody that wants to be a housewife. Over here, they don't want to be a housewife. They want to be.
That's
boss
what I'm
babe.
trying to say.
They want-
That's what I'm trying to say,
yeah.
Toby.
No, but then at the same time, these girls want different type of resource, where those other girls have different type of resource and offering more.
That's what I was trying to get to.
'Cause-
I'm not going to give you a material Gucci Bucci when you're not.
No, forget
you're
about
not-
all that.
No, you're not. You're not making me a dinner.
Yeah.
You're not even making me a meal at home. I'm not. I don't want you. This is what one of the guys said. He says, "You know why I don't date an American girl? Because she can't even do laundry. She can't freaking make me a meal. So why the hell am I going to stay if the values are not there that I want as in a woman?"
Well, because to me, I'm a bargain shopper. So I mean, instead of going to Whole Foods, they have the same quality stuff at Vons for like lower price. That's the way I see it. It's like they just shopping in
So
different.
you compare like that with women?
Dude, I'm just trying to help out.
I'm just
All right?
asking.
Like, because in America, it's like with the little resource you have, and this is the women's that you could get. And then when you go overseas, you get more variety. So that's what all I'm saying. I'm not trying to compare
What do you mean by variety? Like,
more women to choose from.
Dude, I don't see. I don't understand this concept because there are a hell of women here.
There's women here.
You know what
It's
I mean?
not- I don't think it's about. It's about
this,
that. Like
let's
I
say
said,
there's 1 million women here.
yes,
Right.
But out of those 1 million, there's only 1,000 that will fit. That you fit what they want.
So look, I listened to these guys who had the wives, right?
Yeah.
Who had the Thai, the Filipino, and they were hurt by it. All their wives, the girls that said it, like they spoke two languages. Some of them spoke 3. So he asked them, "Well, my wife understand, and she has a bachelor's degree in engineering. What do you have?" He asked her. He asked these girls that. So how are they dumb because they look different? You know, we talk about racism, we talk about all these other things, but these women are putting these other women down for no reason. You know what I mean? And the question to that I had for them was, are you salty because your ex-boyfriend left? Because you couldn't give him what you wanted? You, the female, couldn't give this guy what he wanted, so he had to go overseas. That's how I saw it. What's your take on it?
Damn, you sound
See?
salty, bro.
No.
You sound salty as
This is
hell.
the
Like,
conversation because
what? This is serious. This,
you know,
this is hitting your heart,
No, it
bro.
ain't hit my heart. I'm explaining it this way, right? I'm explaining it this way, and I get what Toby was trying to say earlier.
Yeah.
But it's a generalized. They generalize this too much. They needed to have some ammo to say why the hell you guys feel
But
this way.
every situation is different.
And
right?
individualized.
And it's
Individualized,
individualized.
yeah.
But you cannot talk about this thing without generalizing, okay, yeah, all these guys are going over. There's a bigger issue than that, you know, than if hundreds of guys or thousands of
Why?
guys
Yeah.
going.
Why they
There's a
going?
bigger issue. Why are they going?
Why are
you
they
know?
going?
Why do
And
you
like
think
I
they're
was
going?
saying, it comes down to that masculine, feminine energy. You know, and as I was saying over here, the men over here need to step up because the women over here are stepping up their game.
But what if the women don't step up, Toby?
The
That's
women,
why they're leaving, Toby. The women ain't stepping up, Toby.
I'm gonna mute you right now.
They not stepping
No,
up. They're not
listen.
cooking. They're not cleaning. They're not even giving you a back rub. I'm not paying Gucci
I'm
Boochie
gonna
for
mute
that.
you right now.
I'm not paying
Listen.
Gucci Boochie for that.
The women need to understand that they need to go back into their feminine power.
They need to step up.
You know, they need to step up and understand that, hey, this is what my man needs, right? But at the same time, the men also need to step up
I agree.
and say, hey,
No, I totally
this
agree.
is what my women need.
I totally agree.
Because instead of saying, hey, I'm perfect for you, perfect. No, you need to complement one another.
Hey, I totally
You
agree
know what I
with you
mean? Like you
100%.
cannot say, "Hey, you do everything here." No, you guys need to be able to complement. If I can't do it today, you do it today.
That's why it's a couple.
You know what I
It's
mean?
why it's a commitment. It's why it's a relationship. But I think for these guys, they're saying it.
The energy, I'm telling you, the energy is topsy turvy. You see more feminine men and more masculine women. The energy is reverse. Okay.
I could agree on some parts, but again, it's individualized, right? But I think for these guys that go overseas, they're just not getting.
Think about it. How much more women are in the workforce that are like CEOs? That
There's
are
a lot.
Way more.
There's a lot.
than guys.
Yeah, there's a
so
lot.
at the same time, they're gonna be like, you know what? I need a guy that's gonna be as strong to handle me, right? That's gonna be able to say, you know what? I'm doing this. I'm gonna be able to follow. That's gonna be able to lead me because I built an empire already. Now I want a kingdom.
So, Toby,
You know what I mean?
if Mary didn't do the things that you wanted to do, to cook,
Gone.
exactly, right?
Gone.
That's what I'm
Because
saying. That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying, it's different, right? Because if you bring so much to the table,
Yeah.
right, and you're able to lead, and you're doing whatever, and you're helping them grow at the same time, right? It's called love, right? Like
Yeah.
you're saying, hey, you know what?
Love
I need
language.
you to grow,
Right,
right? And
right.
you're growing. But what happened is, what people evolve faster than the other person. That's where you run into
Yeah,
trouble.
and I totally agree with you. There's no disconnect, and
Yeah.
that's why every couple is different. But I think for this concept, right? We talk about passport bros. Why are these guys leaving? We don't know that answer, but from the comments that they put, these girls don't want to.
we
cook.
know what the answer is.
Yeah, they don't want to clean.
Yeah.
They don't want to do any of that. So if in my situation, and Lupe didn't do that, I'm fucking out of here.
But we know what the answer why they're going overseas.
Yeah.
It's because, like you were saying,
Yeah.
they're looking for these traditional value women that is going to do all that.
And here's
stuff.
another
And
thing
support.
we didn't talk about. These are white, Hispanic, black men. I didn't hear one Asian name in there that the Asian men are going overseas. So,
Bro, I have my uncle.
No, besides that, no, I'm like, no, I'm talking about bros. I'm talking about young guys, right? I didn't hear that.
Baoli just left to Laos, bro. I was like,
I didn't hear
Fourth
that.
Street guys can prove you different.
That shows you right there that these podcasts, these girls are talking about, they don't know what the hell they're talking about, right? That's why a lot of people chime in. And that's why we are chiming in today, because we are giving our opinions too, right? Am I right, Charles?
Dude, I don't know
Charles,
what the hell
you smile a lot.
I don't
What
know
the hell
what
you
my
smiling
opinion
about,
is
man?
about right now, bro. Like, well, I'm just happy watching you guys going at it.
I get what Toby's saying. I don't disagree with him, but you can't generalize it. We're not generalizing it. We're just talking about this video and why that's important. I know there's a few women who are in a very, in high position, and some of the men. I think in the Asian couple, it's a little different because I see these men's that they're actually the stay-home mom.
what did I just tell you?
So check this
It
out.
seemed like you're. What did I just say? The feminine energy and the masculine energy is reverse. Right?
No.
So let's say the woman is more masculine. That means in order for that couple to work, that men have to be more feminine.
I totally
You
get
know
it.
what I mean? So yeah, he's gonna have to stay at home.
So would she leave that relationship?
No, because it works. You understand what I'm saying?
Because it's balance.
It's
Well, no, I
balanced.
get it.
Yeah,
I get
exactly.
it. But that's just y'all generalizing it. Individually, I've seen people leave.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I've seen.
Because it's balanced, but at the same time, the woman isn't happy. That's why that 70-80% divorce rate, right? Because they're expecting the men to step up when the men is like, well, I'm doing the stuff that
You're supposed to be doing.
You're supposed to
Right,
be doing,
right.
I'm letting
Right.
you do your career, right? But then I still need you to step up.
Yeah, and
That's where that miscommunication comes in.
Yeah, and totally. And what I'm saying is there are relationships where the vice versa, the energy is balancing, but that
Right.
person who has that top energy, they still leave. I still see that. They still leave.
You talking about the
you
women leaving?
Yeah, you're talking about the women, right? This guy's doing the stuff at home. You're talking about how it balanced.
Okay, I'm gonna explain it again.
No, you're not telling me. You're not telling me that lady ain't gonna leave.
The girl,
She could
they're
leave.
gonna stay there, right? But
She
is
could
it
leave.
more likely? Is it more likely that she's gonna leave?
She could
yes.
leave, yes.
Because the energy is reverse. That's why. Now, if the energy is
What about the guy?
we're supposed to be, nah.
So you tell me the guy won't leave if it's reverse?
If the energy is reversed, yeah, definitely.
guy
Because
will
at
leave.
one point, 10, 15, 20 years into it, they're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. They're gonna
Yeah.
feel it because their energy is they can't sustain it.
They can't sustain it. So
know what
that's
I
what
mean?
I'm saying. Whatever energy is top, they could leave.
Not top, because men supposedly be more masculine. You're supposed
So-
to lead. You're supposed to do your job, and if you don't do it, and you're in these roles, yeah, it's only a matter of time, before
Yeah.
before it, the relationship.
Yeah, the relationship
breaks
fails.
up. Yeah,
breaks
fails.
up. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm just giving you a perfect example. There was this lawyer.
Yeah,
Wife stayed home. Good looking girl.
Yeah.
Made all the money, but he left. Why he leave? She
Who's
did
the lawyer?
everything.
He was a lawyer.
He was a lawyer. He made tons of money. He left. He's like, hey, I needed something a little bit more.
From what?
Whatever that is, I don't know what he looked for. Pleasure, whatever he wanted to, you know what I mean? He wasn't doing it, but he left. You're generalizing it as a whole. I'm saying that there are relationships where they actually leave. Whoever has that top energy, they're going to take off. If you're not performing or even coming up to a little bit to where
So
you need to be.
they weren't with each other for
That's
love.
what I'm
then.
saying.
You know what I mean?
We could talk about energy and all that, but it doesn't happen to everybody, right? And I think for these situations that I see, and that's why you guys are probably confused, because I've seen couples who have hella energy, and I'm like, what's wrong with her? She's a really nice girl. She
What do you mean by energy? Because
She-
I don't think we're talking about the same
Yeah,
thing.
we are talking about the same thing, dude. You guys are
Charles, are we
generalizing
talking
it.
about the same thing.
Toby generalizing it too much, right?
Well, I mean,
Charles,
Dude,
jump
you
in.
guys are on the
He's
same
saying
page,
if
but different
there's a
paragraphs
top-
right now.
No, if there's a top one, they balance each other out. But what I'm saying is, what happens if that person leaves? Because they could leave. This lawyer left. The girl did everything. Cook, clean, wash, massage, watch the kids. He didn't like it. So his energy was like,
So he wasn't looking for that.
no, he was looking for that at that time, right? But then after a while, after having the kids, he said, hey, Lucky, I'm sorry. Like, I gotta leave.
So
man.
that means something changed. The
Something
energy's changed.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But
Energy is not.
But it ain't gonna balance each other out
No,
at the
but-
time.
but-
He still could leave.
But energy, you have to understand that energy doesn't stay still. It moves.
It moves.
Constantly
It's
moves.
fluid. It's fluid. Yeah, it moves.
So if something has changed within him for him to do that.
Right. I totally agree.
You know, and whatever it is, we don't know. You know, but definitely for sure something has changed.
What if you have too masculine energy? Does it work?
It ain't gonna work.
No.
Hell no.
You can't.
How do you
Yeah.
know that?
Because
Have you tried it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
Oh my god, man!
Too
There's
masculine.
masculine woman. You see it all over. Masculine woman, masculine man. Ain't gonna work. I mean, the sex is gonna be great, but
well, I think it worked. They just be fighting a lot.
yeah, it could be fighting a lot. How's that gonna work? You'll be fighting a lot. Man,
Have you ever seen two CEOs?
Yeah, I seen two CEOs.
that's too masculine energy right there.
They
Fighting.
compete. They compete. I seen it. I seen it in the workspace. They compete.
What company has two CEOs?
Well, I don't think it's a company. They're just a leader of their own whatever workspace they do.
But
I've
that's
seen
two
it.
separate workspace. But I'm talking about one workspace.
Well, no, I don't know. I've never
can't.
seen
That's why you can't have two masculine-
besides mom and pop. But if you have two CEO that run this organization, this CEO, and they come together, yeah, they're gonna butt heads sometime. I've seen it. They're still in CEOs.
I'm not saying like CEOs could collaborate. I'm talking about in a company or in any kind of setting, there's only one leader. Same thing with a relationship. That's why you can't have two masculine energy or two feminine energy. It has to be one or the other. I mean, you could be masculine energy at home, and then when you go out to work, you could be the feminine energy. Like you could change in your settings, but when you at those settings, one person has to be masculine and one person has to be feminine for it to work.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So when you're talking about the attorney,
You want me to explain this some more?
so when you're talking about that attorney that stepped out on his wife or said, you know what, I'm done with this, he probably just got bored
Yeah.
because he just got too tired of being safe. Because being an attorney, like there's some kind of adrenaline that comes with it. So he might have a secretary. Be like, I don't know.
I think it's more of a power.
Yeah,
It's a
power,
power
yeah.
thing. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Power.
He's not having to fight for the power.
Well,
no more.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, and the energy somewhere, like, you know, y'all explained it like it is a rift. There's a rift somewhere in the energy, and that's
Yeah.
why it just didn't work out. But, you know,
Well, I mean, I guarantee you, like, he's not gonna be happy when he finally
Finds
conquered with that.
it's not greener the other side.
Yeah, or it could be. I don't know. I don't know what he
Could
left
be.
for.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
She's probably
Well,
hot
a lot
model.
of times, man, what happened is the masculine energy, we're about purpose, right? Masculine energy is all about purpose. If you don't have a purpose in the thing that you're searching for, you'll never be happy. If the masculine, and you can be masculine all you want, but if you focus on love and family and this and that, I guarantee you won't be happy.
Yeah.
Because you don't have nothing to reach for.
Yeah, you have nothing
You know?
to reach for. Yeah. Totally, I agree. How do you go from passport bros to this?
Well, because I think the root of it all is why the passport bros are not finding the women here, you know, attractive anymore is because the energy is not there. It's like dating another guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why they're going over there. Which the women over there, they're more feminine,
Yeah.
right? So the law of polarity, it's gonna attract each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why they're going over there.
Yeah, and you know, even this guy, he said like, I like cultural. He said he didn't feel like American had culture. Women didn't have culture.
I guarantee if the women over here that are masculine, right? If they go over there, they're gonna find a feminine guy. Guarantee
dude.
they're gonna find true love.
Reverse the role.
I
Yeah,
don't know,
Well,
man.
I
You
can
know
see
what I
that.
mean?
I
You
can
know?
see that. Yeah, and that actually happened a few times.
Go Japan, get yourself a nice,
There
guy
was-
that's gonna work, and
There was a two white girls that went to Cambodia,
yeah.
and these farm worker guys, right? Really handsome guys. They work hard. They were actually in love with these guys in America. They ended up moving to Cambodia, and the men kind of did some of the things that that they didn't get here: true love, affection, right? And
So
all
the
that,
women
and
that were
loyalty.
here were they more like
More masculine?
worker?
Yeah, more masculine,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. I would think they're more feminine. Because
No, they're more masculine.
Really?
They went over there and they found this guy, farm worker guy. There's a TikTok. Maybe I should show it, but I don't know their name. But I've seen it a few times. So they make TikTok videos about their marriage, and she's the one who's coordinating it, the spokesperson, right, and all that. The husband just nod his head and do all that, right? I'm like, shit. He cooks her traditional food that she likes because she don't get no traditional food here. She got to go to Applebee's and all the other stuff. But yeah, and I think to echo some of that, what we're saying, like that energy over there would definitely be a lot different, and some of the girls can do that as well.
Of course, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean that passport bro. I don't blame them at all. If it works for them, it works for them. But
That's what I said.
The salty girl, like of
Yeah.
course, that's a natural reaction from feminine energy,
Yeah.
right? Anybody that has feminine, guy, girl, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you have more of that, that is a natural reaction. And, I don't blame her. You know
Because
what I
their
mean?
resources going somewhere else.
Yeah, your resource going somewhere else. Of course
Yeah.
you'd be upset,
Yeah, of course they
If I was to come over and take your car and stuff, you could be upset too. Like, what the hell? Who's taking my resource?
Well, that's why I said, I was like, damn, dude, why the hell are they so salty, man, right? And look in the mirror and ask yourself, why you think, she talked about they don't have the degrees. I wonder if she had a degree, if she speak a second language. I don't think she speak a second language.
I think the education system
Mm-hmm.
is different over there, because I heard that a lot of the degrees from out of country doesn't work over here.
Well, yeah, it has to be.
Right?
It doesn't.
It has to be verified too with the classes, the curriculum. They do that. There was a Filipino girl that came here. She was a nurse over there. Well, I want to get my California nursing thing. No, we got to see all your classes first. She really had to print out everything, the curriculum, syllabus, what description of what she learned, her practicum, right? Where did you get your practicum? How many hours you do? Until we verify it, then we can't do anything yet. And that was a crazy thing because it took her years.
Wow.
And when she was, that's my freaking dog. So I'm like, who the hell's crying right now? You guys heard it?
No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is that? But yeah. To go back to that, these girls in these countries, some of them speak 2-3 different languages, And it's so sad to hear us the American women to talk down on these women when they should be uplifting them more, and who gives a damn who these guys go? It ain't your ex-boyfriend.
I mean, honestly, think about it too, right?
Would you be mad if all the girls left to go that they couldn't find us?
Hell no,
I wouldn't care.
Mad.
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
To me, there's more girls out there, guys.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
you got to go halfway around the world to find some
Exactly.
girl. Like, what the hell?
Yep.
Maybe
Well,
she's in Kansas or something. You never know.
They just
So
tired.
you leaving the
They're
girls
tired
in
looking,
Cali to
bro.
go to Kansas? No, that's some bullshit too.
They're just tired looking, bro. They just tired looking, man. It's and patience and time and age all has
Maybe
to do
they're
with
looking
that.
in the wrong spot.
Maybe they are.
You know, you go to the club looking for love, you ain't gonna find no.
Well, they are
love
looking
over
in
there.
the wrong spot because they're looking in America.
Well, it's funny. On one of the comments when I read it,
Yeah.
one dude said, and he wasn't trying to back the girls up, but he said hella funny. He said, sorry, man, but these guys ain't good looking guys.
The one that's going over there?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
getting the leftover?
No, he's saying these guys are a 3 and a 4 in the States.
Yeah.
But when they go overseas, they're 10 and 11.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Like,
but
yeah.
that's the looks though, right? I'm thinking,
Yeah.
wow, you are a 3 and a 4. He made the comment like, those guys that go over there, I'm sorry, but they're 3 and 4. But they go to Thailand, Philippines.
What was that story that you posted? Like, I'm fat or something?
Oh,
But-
I'm not fat. I'm just in the wrong tribe.
yeah, that's what they're
That's what
what
it's
they're
saying.
doing. they're
finding their tribe.
Yeah,
They're finding their tribe.
Like that's what I was saying earlier. Like there's more option overseas for them.
yeah.
Because I mean, yes, there's a
Yeah.
lot of girls here, but those girls are not part of the option they could choose from.
Yeah.
I think the girls over here, they're looking at like the top 10% of
1%.
men or
1%.
5%. 1% of men?
Dude.
And they're comparing those guys to the average guys that are here.
Right.
I mean, if you don't have a job, if you don't have a car in this, a girl ain't going to look your way.
Of course.
They're not even going to notice you.
Right,
you
right, right.
invisible, and that happens to many guys. A lot of guys are invisible here. And the girls aren't looking because they don't see any value in them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it sucks. These women don't know what it is to be a guy,
Bro, I think it's less than 1%. So think
Is
about
it?
Over 6 feet. How many people? Percentage of people
That's
are over
small,
6
man.
feet?
That's a
Less
small
than 5.
percent.
Less than 5%.
Yeah.
Over 6 figures. Less
Yeah.
than 5%.
Part
Don't have
3%.
kids.
Yeah. There
Not
you go.
married?
There you go.
Dude, how small does that get?
It's small, man. It's small.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different factors, man. Of course, man. We can debate about this all day, but there's a lot of different factors that go into it. You know what I mean?
Got it wound up.
So,
Well-
in conclusion, what were we talking about passport boys again?
Yeah, so passport bros,
Well, let's
right?
put an
bros.
example. Let's
Passport
put an
bros.
example, okay? You get turned down by a girl here, Charles. You already said it. You would go overseas.
No.
You
not
would stay
waiting-
here?
I'm not waiting to get turned down over here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about if I'm like in my 70s or 60, like
No, I'm talking about when you're young right now.
when I'm young right
Let's
now.
say a 29-year-old Charles.
No, I'm not going overseas.
not
Why
going
would,
overseas?
yeah, why would I go overseas?
Toby, would you go overseas? A 29-year-old Toby?
I mean, I'm gonna have girls here, girls there.
Yeah.
Why am I going go overseas for?
Well, think about this, right? None of us went overseas. Just think about it. None of us went overseas, right?
Well, yeah, because you're looking at us three guys that are very strong in our conviction in the things that we do. We're ahead in our career. We have, houses. We have cars. We're already set. We're stable, right? But a lot of these guys, they're not stable. So is it going to be harder for them? Yeah, it is. Of course. So it you have to, when you're young, you have to put in the work to get to this level to where you have an abundance mindset.
So you don't want to go find your tribe?
Over there?
You want to go find your tribe?
No, because once you get to this level, you can go anywhere. In the world
yeah,
to
of
be
course.
there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Come on.
You can't look for love when you got nothing.
Of course.
But I'm not like opposed to it. Like, if I was single, like if I go to Thailand and I meet somebody cool, then so be it. But I'm not going to Thailand or Japan or Dominican Republic to look for love.
Yeah,
I'll go there, and if I have fun and happen to find somebody,
I hate to say this
different.
like the stereotype, but I think this video was geared more towards Black, Hispanic, and white men. I think they was geared more towards those people. Why are those people going overseas?
I don't know about their culture, but our culture has been happening for.
But you ain't gonna find
you
ain't gonna find a 29-year-old Toby going overseas. I haven't ever heard one guy do that. Have you?
Yeah.
You have you? A young
In our
person?
culture?
Yeah, in our culture.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
No way.
Yeah,
I don't know
these
about
guys
that.
like they
Loud dudes.
Yeah.
loud dude.
Can't find a girl here, go overseas to get a girl. Loud girl.
Yes,
bro, that's
Cambodia.
why we're saying. That's why we're saying, dude. This is nothing. This is nothing new.
See, but
you know?
I don't really get to see some of those guys that do that.
I'm not gonna name names.
Yeah, we're not gonna name
Yeah.
names,
Okay.
but there are guys.
Oh, okay.
There are many guys.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
that
There are
go
a lot.
over, and ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong.
They're
But
not
I
even married
didn't
to
know
these
there was
girls.
even that many.
They're still sending money over there to support these girls.
That's what we were arguing about earlier.
Yeah.
These girls over there got game. They got. You never met the girl. If you don't know the girl, you go there 1 month. And you're sending money back over to them already, dude.
See, I
She got
only hear
game.
about old people. I only hear about my dad or
young
older. You
people
know what
too,
I mean?
bro.
I didn't know young people. You guys
Young
know them
people-
personally, so I don't know. I can't even think in the back of my mind right now if I know one guy that did that. Not in my head. Because you guys are more in the community than I am, so you guys
Yeah,
probably have
yeah,
you guys are probably have more friends that do that. So I don't know anybody.
Or just look around and you'll see a group of guys that are younger and they just hang out in a group of guys and none of them ever have a girlfriend. Guarantee you, one of them will get married
And go
it's gonna be
overseas?
from somebody overseas. So just pay attention to it. Yeah.
You don't know anyone.
I can't think of anything. That's why this argument's all bad, dude. Because I'm over here like, what the hell these fools talking about? Why are you talking about old people? I'm
It's
talking
not
about
just
young
loud.
black. I'm talking
Cambodian.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are though, but
Yeah.
I have never seen any. That's what I'm saying. I never seen any.
Oh,
I
so
can't-
this is new to you then?
Yeah, I can't think of one person in Fresno that's our age or younger that went to
But
overseas.
they ain't gonna tell you, bro. I mean,
know
you
that.
know what I mean?
I
They're
know
like,
that.
hey, so I'm gonna go to Thailand and get me a girl over there. I got like 2-3 kids over there. But why you over here?
Yeah,
they ain't
yeah.
gonna tell you.
Yeah. But you guys know it personally, so that's different.
Well, what about these? Like I heard some women over there or girls, whatever, are paying guys to marry them. Like the family will. Like they're welled off over there, like in
Because they want to come to state, get some
'cause
paper.
they want to come to the States. They'll be like, "Hey, you come marry my daughter, and I'll give you 20,000."
It's a business.
100,000.
It's a business.
Yeah.
that's
It's business.
That
It's
ain't
not
love, though.
That's business.
That
right
ain't
there.
love. That's a different tribe. That's all
Hey.
business, American citizenship.
If I'm like a 2 or 3, and then somebody offers me 60,000, and I go over there, and the daughter is like 10, would you say no? Like, will you do
I
a business? Will you do a business transaction, or you'd be like, "No, I'm away for love."
I'm doing that business transaction.
right, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm doing the business
Fuck that, I
transaction.
ain't dumb.
I'm young already.
Wait, how long you gotta be married to her though?
I don't know. That's gonna be.
I think that's 5 years. You got to
5 years?
5 years till you get divorced. It's a K1 visa. It's called K1 visa.
So that's 12,000 a year.
12,000. That's 1,000 a month. Damn, that's not
Dang.
expensive. She gotta
That's
live with
not-
you.
Well, yeah, you're married.
She married. She got to be there.
You can't just marry her and then come over here. All right, girl, you off on your own. Got my money. I'll see you in 5 years.
Could be, but like if she's hella hot,
Huh?
and she's waiting the 5 years to leave your ass.
That's what I'm saying.
She's
That's the
learning
game.
English. She's learning English and she's moving on. She's moving on. And you know what? There was one comment that did that.
What?
These passport bros that go marry and bring them back. These motherfuckers are 3 or 2 in the States. When the girls that they get hella fine got ass and tits, they bring them back. They end up leaving them. Now
Well,
what?
yeah.
Now what are you at now? No, you're not
Do
a
it
passport,
again.
bro. Do it again.
Yeah, do it again.
Do it again. Yep.
Man, that's
Yep.
got to be tiring though to go back
That's
and
a lot
forth
of money.
and not knowing that you're gonna get played.
That's
you
a
know
lot
what
of
I
money,
mean?
bro. That's a lot of money, man.
No, dude. Like if I was in that position, I'm looking to switch up every 5 years. I mean,
I'm free after 5 years.
You know, and here
it's like a contract, like a basketball contract. Hey, dude, it's 3 years in. my renewal's coming up.
I also think like social media,
I'm
man.
gonna renew this year.
Social media has made it more easier and more visibility on these passport bros, man. You got online datings now. You have all, so that's why I feel like today's an age in our era now it's a topic, it's a conversation because social media has blown it up in so many different directions, man. You know what I mean? And for us, well, we say that like my dad's age enough. They've been doing that since the 80s and 90s when they came to Laos.
Yeah.
These Americans are finally realizing
They're catching on the game.
They're catching on the game and saying, "Well, crap, what the hell is these guys going on over there for?" Right? And if I was at the table and I saw 3 guys that I like, these 3 girls they're talking about it. That's why they're hella salty because one of their guys left. That's why. One of them guys
gotta
left.
be.
They gotta be, bro. That's
man,
why.
Because there's no rhyme or reason. You know, I mean, everybody has their own journey, man. If they want to go over there, let them go. You know, like
Well,
Yeah.
Think about this. You seen this girl that's like, damn, she's hot as hell. And then you saw her boyfriend. You're like, the hell? I look better than that. Yeah. See, that's the same mentality these girls have. It's like, wait, why is
Why
how
she
did
with
he
him?
get it?
Yeah, how he get it?
Like
He get 2.
If she likes him, that means she must be in love with me.
Yeah.
nah, dude. I've never heard a girl that say that
No.
that one said that some girl was prettier than her. They always think that they're prettier than the
Competition.
other
Yeah, the
girl.
other girl. They're always a
I
competition.
know, but I'm just saying, like, for guys, if we see a girl with an ugly dude, or like even girls, they see
He's a passport bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
They see a guy is like, oh man, like they love him, and then she's with somebody that they go, oh, she's ugly. Why is she with him? So it's always like
The personality.
it's a personality, yeah. And they're like, man, how come I didn't get that?
Or
That's
it's-
not fair.
Or it's the money.
What money?
Right? It's the money. These guys got a lot of money to flash out. Oh, remember
a
currency.
lot of resource, bro.
And the currency in Thailand, in Colombia, and DR is worth a lot more than what it is over here.
Well, that's why
Well, you
you
know-
a 3 over here and you got
You got
10 over there.
Let me give you a perfect example where the girl has the money and the guy don't, and he's not up there with the girls. Pete Davis.
But
been
come
with-
on, man. He's a celebrity too.
No,
though.
but he's with Kim Kardashian. He's been with Kate Beckinsale.
But he's got vouchers. These girls that are dating him and stuff.
Yeah.
he has
they're
connections.
it actually works out in his favor because these girls are actually validating him.
Yep.
So
Yep.
then these girls are gonna be like, well, what is it about him that she likes? You know,
Yep.
that
Yep.
whatever, and then they're gonna be curious.
I want to sleep
you
with
know?
him too. That's what these girls are talking about. No, they do that.
yeah.
They ask each other too, man, the fuck this motherfucker's with this guy, dude. I want to hit that too. What the hell does he got?
It's competition.
Competition.
Yeah, it's competition.
Yeah.
So you're telling me like if a guy that's dating out of his league has more chance to date more girls out of his league?
Yeah,
There's a
definitely,
possibility.
bro. Definitely.
That's definitely a possibility. Why
Yeah.
you think my wife be looking at me like, hey, shit, man, this motherfucker ugly? No, ain't no other girl's gonna get you lucky, right? Ah, man.
And she's still like trying to keep you inside and keep you from going out.
Yeah, keep me inside. I'm the ugliest guy, but just keep me inside, man.
Passport bros, man.
Passport
I mean,
bros.
do what you guys got to do, you know, to find love. Don't let your wife keep you from finding true love.
Yes.
Don't let your wife keep you from finding your tribe.
No,
If it ain't working out, guys, go overseas. I'm not condoning. I'm definitely not promoting, to go overseas, guys. I know you guys are watching. This is a great topic. You know what I mean?
Just don't come back
yeah.
with anything you're going to regret for the rest of your life. You know, be
Just
going
make
over
sure-
there.
Just
doing
make sure
these
you
things,
don't,
you know?
you don't get the stamps, okay, on your passport either, because your wife gonna find out, man. You know what I mean?
But what did Toby just say? Don't let your wife get in the way of true love.
let her find out then.
Right out. Same thing with the girl. Don't let your husband stop you from finding true
don't let
love.
all the single ladies or the ones that trying to figure this out too. Don't let your husband stop you from finding you Prince Charming, okay?
Yeah, he's out there somewhere.
We out here trying to break up relationships and shit.
We're definitely not trying to break relationships, but this was a funny conversation, man. And Definitely wanted to get Toby's insight, my insight, Charles. This was a trending topic for the whole week, a week and a half, dude. It's been popping everywhere, man. And there's so many layers that this podcast team did not share, but it definitely offended the East Asian community, Southeast Asian community as well. Especially for the women. The women
offended?
that
I'm not
they feel,
offended.
No, women,
they feel,
women.
No, the women.
Oh, the women.
They
Yeah.
feel
and not
not
men,
here, but the
in the Asia,
In Asia.
East,
Oh,
in the East.
okay. Not the
Yes.
women here, the women
Yes,
over
East,
there.
East continent.
East continent. But also their husbands who are passport bros. They were very hurt and offended by it because they don't understand why these women were degrading and downplaying their wives. So that was the reason
I
of the
see, I
whole
see, I see.
context for this. Yeah.
I see.
Now you see it, Toby.
Shots were fired.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
shots were fired, but there's no
Yeah.
context to why these girls were saying this. They had no proof.
Man, it's just women. They're gonna
That's
say
what-
shit that
It's their life. They can
that's
do
their
whatever
right.
they
They
want.
can say whatever they want.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They
you
can
know,
say
I
whatever
mean,
they want.
don't get offended.
But
They're-
this is why it's a very interesting, controversial topic, and a lot of people talk about it. You know, that's the whole reason why.
And the ladies over there is like, don't come at me, bro.
Yep.
I ain't do shit.
Yep. I ain't do nothing to you. Why
It's
you?
kind of
hating
like
on
if
me?
your wife call you ugly. You know you ain't ugly, but she just say it anyway.
I know.
She's
I
just saying
I
it
know
because
I,
you know.
Am I ugly, guys? I know I ain't ugly, man. I ain't.
Let us
okay.
know.
Let us know.
1 to 10. What do you rate love?
Ah, shit. Here it goes, man. Here it goes. But you know what? I'm very confident. I ain't lie about that. Shoot. You know, that's what I
You're
got.
overconfident, bro.
Yeah. I'm the sexiest man alive. That's how confident I am, man.
Here's one thing. He's a 10, but he's ugly.
Would you take him?
Hey.
Take it.
Hey, I might be a 2 or 3. I might be a 2 or 3 here in California, man. But I'm a 10 in Colombia. Shoot.
That's true. If we go over there, dude, we break the scale.
We break the scale, man. And I ain't talking about pounds. Other
Hey.
scales, too.
And I know we have listeners overseas.
Yeah.
Let us know. Are we a 10 over there?
Oh, reverse.
If we make,
Do we make the cut? Do we make the cut?
Do we really make the cut? Or these guys just lying
so
to me?
if we go to Laos,
we
are
go
we
to
gonna be bachelors?
Oh, you go to Laos, dude. You a millionaire over there, man.
I would get
You
some-
made the cut.
I would get some 20s on my tuk tuk.
So for the folks, we probably gonna end this a little bit, but for the folks that are watching this, if you are single, answer this question for me. If it doesn't work out for you here in the States, are you part of the passport bros? Is that something that you be interested in doing? Something that brings to your mind? Are you okay with that? You know what I mean? I would love to hear the comments on our page. Definitely. I want to hear from our fans too, our followers. Yeah. So last take, Charles, before we close it. What is your take on Passport Bro and the video you just saw earlier?
You know what? Toby just said it best. Don't let your wife stop you from
Don't let your man. Y'all get it.
Oh man, I'm gonna get in trouble for this shit.
right now. Hey, now you got the guys looking at their wives tonight.
After Toby says that, like, how can you close it out any other way?
Dude. Hey,
True story. Don't let
Damn,
your
dude.
wives stop you from
finding
finding true
your-
love.
imagine that, guys. So please don't. The women are probably watching this and be like, "Man, I'm gonna ask my husband this question." The guys, please don't do that.
Don't get yourself in trouble for
Don't
no
get
reason.
yourself in trouble for no reason.
No, know your woman. If you know you gonna piss her off, don't say it. Be smart about it. If your woman is cool and you know you have a good relationship, then yeah, you know you can joke around and stuff. You know, it's not serious. Unless you guys are serious about it.
Just going into this conversation, enter at your own risk.
Yeah. Just know that anything you say, man, it's on yourself, and you did not hear from the Now in Session team, man. We wish you nothing but the best. All right.
Yep.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, man. We still want to hear about what your input is as far as what we want to talk about next in the upcoming weeks. Okay, we love to hear from you guys because we think it's important that you guys get the best insight from Lucky, from Charles, from Mr. Toby, so that way we can talk about it together on this podcast. All right. So peace out.
See ya.